Welcome everyone. Welcome to the seminar series, the knowledge series of Sowtex. Today we have the absolutely amazing and the super talented Gaurav Bhagat with us. Gaurav is recognized as one of the finest sales trainers in the country. He runs the program in the name of 10x Sales, which basically helps in increasing your sales by 10 times. And we are fortunate to have Gaurav with us today. आज गौरव हमारे को बताएंगे कि हम अपने बिजनेस में और अपने टीम्स को कैसे एनर्जाइज कर सकते हैं इन द पोस्ट कोविड टाइम्स. बिफोर वी स्टार्ट, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड सम डूज एंड डोंट्स. कुछ चीजों के बारे में जान लें ताकि हमारा ये सेशन सबके लिए बहुत नॉलेजेबल रहे और आप हमको हेल्प कर सकें आपकी क्वेरीज को समझने के लिए. सबसे पहली चीज, अगर आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चंस पूछने हैं पैनलिस्ट से, आपकी स्क्रीन के नीचे दिए गए एक Q&A टैब है, एक आइकन है जिसपे Q&A लिखा हुआ है. कृपया करके उस आइकन को यूज करिए और अपने क्वेश्चंस को सबमिट करिएगा. मैं वापस रिपीट कर रहा हूं, क्वेश्चन सिर्फ और सिर्फ Q&A टैब के थ्रू ही डालिएगा. अगर आपको कोई और ओपिनियन देनी है तो आप चैट बॉक्स का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. आपकी स्क्रीन के नीचे चैट बॉक्स का आइकन दे रखा है, आप चैट बॉक्स से अपने ओपिनियन शेयर कर सकते हैं. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू क्वेश्चंस, यूज द Q&A टैब. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज सोनल. सो सम वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स बिफोर वी स्टार्ट. कुछ बहुत महत्वपूर्ण चीजों का ध्यान रखने की बारी है इस बार. सबसे पहली चीज, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ही, क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर के रिलेटेड कोई भी आपको क्वेरी हो, कृपया करके Q&A वाला आइकन यूज करिए. द Q&A टैब व्हिच इज प्लेस्ड एट द बॉटम ऑफ योर स्क्रीन, वेदर यू आर यूजिंग अ लैपटॉप और योर मोबाइल फोन्स, प्लीज यूज द Q&A टैब अपने क्वेश्चंस को पोस्ट करने के लिए. सेकंड, चैट बॉक्स का आइकन दे रखा है फॉर एनी काइंड ऑफ ओपिनियंस के लिए. थर्ड एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, in order to understand you better, our panelists will be running some polls. आप लोगों के बिजनेस के बारे में और आप लोगों के बारे में ज्यादा जानकारी लेने के लिए हमारे पैनलिस्ट आज कुछ पोल रन करेंगे. आप कृपया करके उन पोल्स में पार्टिसिपेट करिएगा. These are multiple choice options, very simple and easy. Read the questions properly and please answer them appropriately. And last but not the least, and very very important, अपने मोबाइल फोन्स को साइलेंट पे रखिएगा. इससे हम सबको सुविधा होगी और सबसे ज्यादा आपको फायदा होगा, ताकि आपको इंटरप्शन फ्री सेशन हो सके आपका, और हम सबको आपके क्वेश्चंस को एड्रेस करने का मौका मिल सके. सो बिफोर वी मूव अहेड, लेट मी introduce our co-panelist and also the CEO and founder of Sowtex. Welcome, Sonil. Sonil is the founder and CEO of Sowtex, and he's an MBA by qualification with over 20 years of experience in the Indian textile industry. His journey starts from a wholesaler, manufacturer, exporter, retailer, and also a B2C online business. He believes in to change the way we grow in life. Welcome, Sonil. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Anuj. Thank you for such a good introduction. So, मैं इससे पहले कि आगे जाऊं, I would like to just share what Sowtex is. So, Sowtex is one a B2B platform, जो एक tech aggregator platform है B2B network के लिए, and we are doing global connections. So, we have got companies connected from globally, majorly from Asia Pacific. इसके अंदर हम लोग स्मार्ट टेक टूल्स ऑफर करते हैं विच आर हेल्पिंग पीपल ऑन सेल्स, सोर्सिंग, स्टॉक लिक्विडेशन, कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन. ये एक वर्कफ्लो है जो बोथ बायर्स को और सप्लायर्स को दोनों को इकट्ठे जोड़ता है, और हमारा इनिशिएटिव है वेयर इन वी आर हेल्पिंग द बिजनेसेस इन द टेक्सटाइल्स टू ग्रो देयर बिजनेस. ये कुछ Sowtex के टूल्स हैं जो हम अपने नेटवर्क के थ्रू ऑफर करते हैं, विच आर ऑन वेरियस वर्टिकल्स, मेजरली फ्रॉम द डिजिटाइजेशन से लेके रियल टाइम इंटरेक्शंस, आइडल कैपेसिटी, स्टॉक मैनेजमेंट एंड टीम मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर. वी हैव करंटली गॉट 5,000 कंपनीज अभी तक हमारे साथ कनेक्टेड हैं. 5,000 से ज्यादा कंपनी कनेक्टेड हैं फ्रॉम साउथ ईस्ट एशिया. So before we go forward in this today's event, I would like to introduce our support partner, Omtex Solutions. Omtex Solution is offering hand sanitizers at which are WHO compliant and are at a very very economical price. So इन केस अगर किसी को भी हैंड सैनिटाइजर्स की बल्क में इंडस्ट्रियल के अंदर या कॉर्पोरेट्स के अंदर रिक्वायरमेंट्स हो, दे कैन गेट इन टच विद ओमटेक्स लॉजिस्टिक्स. इसकी डिटेल्स हम आपको बाद में ईमेल्स पे भी भेज देंगे करेंगे. हमारी जर्नी जो आज की है, वी वांटेड टू शेयर इट फ्रॉम द फैक्ट कि ये अभी तक हम लोगों ने लास्ट 5 सेमिनार्स किए हैं एंड ये हमारा छठा सेमिनार है। फर्स्ट सेमिनार के अंदर हम लोगों ने अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट की थी, जहाँ पे हमने टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री को एज ए कंप्लीट वैल्यू चेन को हमने एक ही पैनल पे बुलाया था, जहाँ पे बायर्स भी थे, मैन्युफैक्चरर्स भी हैं, मैन्युफैक्चरर्स भी थे, उसके बाद सप्लाई चेन मैन्युफैक्चरर्स भी थे, मशीनरी सप्लायर्स और सोल्यूशन सप्लायर्स। तो सब लोगों को हम लोगों ने पैनल पे इकट्ठा किया जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि कोरोना वायरस का इम्पैक्ट क्या है इंडस्ट्री के ऊपर। वी जस्ट हैड ए क्विक इंट्रोडक्शन और लोगों से पता चला कि कितना और किस लेवल तक का उनका बिजनेस इम्पैक्ट हुआ है करंट गोइंग फॉरवर्ड। ये इसके बाद हमने सेकेंड वेबिनार किया, जिसके अंदर हमने थोड़ी सी डीपर डाइव ली। We had interaction with some of the amazing panelists, जिसमें we had 4 people coming from 4 different zones. So 4 zones की association के heads and their representative came on board. वो नोएडा से, जयपुर से, त्रिपुर से और बांग्लादेश से। तो ये 4 डिफरेंट वर्टिकल्स के लोग हमारे पास पैनल के ऊपर आए। उसके अलावा हमारे पास 2 पैनलिस्ट थे जो सोल्यूशन प्रोवाइडर्स थे, उनको भी हमने लाया एंड वी हैड अ डीपर एनालिसिस की ये प्रॉब्लम कितनी डीप है और इसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस किस हद तक आ सकते हैं और क्या गवर्नमेंट के टेक्स चल रहे हैं। फिर हमने जब when we understood there was a problem going very deep and there were solutions which were not very evident from the industry, we went little ahead and introspected from both the buyer side as well as manufacturer side. साथ में हमने solution providers को भी लिए and we created a panel जहाँ पे हम लोगों ने सोचा कि अगर गवर्नमेंट अपना काम कर रही है और associations अपना काम कर रही हैं, तो as to what are the things what people can do in their business. So we started touching the topics like कि there were challenges in the businesses कि आपके पास orders cancel हो गए हैं, orders teams घर पे हैं, salaries के ऊपर क्या काम होगा, teams को कैसे efficiently use किया जाए। तो ये सारी चीजों के ऊपर हम लोगों ने we had a deeper understanding wherein कि ये problem को किस तरीके से solve किया जा सकता है, कैसे हम लोग हालांकि गवर्नमेंट और एसोसिएशंस अपना काम कर रही हैं और बायर्स का अभी तक थोड़ा सा अनसर्टेन सा एनवायरनमेंट है, तो बायर भी कोई ठीक से जवाब नहीं दे रहे हैं, तो इस टाइम को हम कैसे यूटिलाइज किया जा सकता है, तो उसके लिए हम लोगों ने इसमें अंडरस्टैंडिंग ली। इसके बाद हमने 4th सेमिनार किया, जिसके अंदर हम लोगों ने फैक्ट्री ऑटोमेशन टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर बात की कि किस तरीके से हम आने वाले सिनेरियो के ऊपर जब हमारे पास काम थोड़ा कम होगा और हमारे को अपने खर्चे रिड्यूस करने हैं, तो R&D की कॉस्ट को हम कैसे रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं, कैसी चीजों को डिजिटाइज किया जा सकता है। तो हमारे पास बहुत अच्छे एक पैनल के लोग आए। वी हैड a very strong panelist, Dr. Rajesh Beda, who is an expert from the industry in India, and then we had Mr. Habibur Rahman, who is into Smart Factory 4.0, just to analyze कि क्या-क्या चीजें हम कर सकते हैं in terms of factory automation and technology. Plus हमारे पास मिस्टर उमेश गौर थे फ्रॉम टुकाटेक बेस्ड आउट ऑफ US. So just to understand कि अगर ये टाइम यूटिलाइज करना है तो हमको क्या चीजें हम कर सकते हैं गोइंग फॉरवर्ड। 5th seminar के अंदर we just had a very quick introduction with one of the very senior persons from the industry, Mr. Harvinder Sahani, जो कि हमारे वेबिनार पे आए और उन्होंने अपने ओपिनियन शेयर किए इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्या वो कुछ चीजें हो सकती हैं कि इंडस्ट्री के अंदर एज अ बिजनेस ओनर्स या एज अ मिड लेवल मैनेजमेंट की टीम्स हमें क्या चीजों को देख लेना चाहिए, व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स वी शुड फैक्टर इट इनसाइड आवर बिजनेसेस टू सी कि हम क्या चीजें कर सकते हैं, क्या नहीं कर सकते। उसके अलावा हमारे पास 2 और बड़े स्मार्ट पैनलिस्ट थे कि जो अपने इन टाइम के ऊपर भी अपने बिजनेस को डिजिटाइज कर रहे हैं और अपने बिजनेस को इनोवेट कर रहे हैं और इनोवेट करके अपनी सेलिंग को फिर भी आज भी मेंटेन कर पा रहे हैं। We also had one of these expert panelists कि लोग आप अपने बिजनेस को डिजिटाइज कैसे कर सकते हो by building your own website और अपने वेबसाइट्स में do and don'ts क्या आप incorporate कर सकते हो। So after going through each and every vertical, basically हम लोगों ने देखा कि जो करंट सिनेरियो इतना क्लियर नहीं है हमारे पास, और करंट सिनेरियो में क्योंकि क्लैरिटी नहीं है, ना इधर गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से है ना बायर्स की तरफ से है, नाइदर हमारी इंटरनल फैक्ट्रीज को हमें नहीं पता, कि बैंक्स भी कोई क्लैरिफाई नहीं कर रहे हैं. सो अभी हमें करना क्या चाहिए? while there are lot of things wherein we thought कि हमें गवर्नमेंट से वेट करनी चाहिए, बायर्स का बैक फॉल, उनका सपोर्ट आने का वेट करना चाहिए. बट ये वाला जो टाइम है, जो अभी हम लोग 1 महीने से लॉकडाउन में है और आने वाला 1 महीना भी अनसर्टन सा है, सो उसको यूटिलाइज कैसे करें? हाउ डू वी यूटिलाइज दिस? देयर आर एक्सपेंसेस जो माउंट हो रहे हैं, ऑर्डर्स जो भी ऑन होल्ड हैं, सेल्स एक्टिविटीज ऑन होल्ड है, सारी चीजें ऑन होल्ड है. सो इस टाइम को हम क्या किया जाए? पेमेंट्स की भी अनसर्टेनिटीज अभी हैं. सो अगर हम ये सारी चीजें देखें तो देयर वाज लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच वी वर जो प्रॉब्लम्स निकल के आई हमारे पास डिफरेंट एनवायरनमेंट से, डिफरेंट एसोसिएशन से, एंड विद थिंग्स नॉट बीइंग क्लियर, तो हमें ये नहीं समझ आ रहा था कि किस डायरेक्शन को किया जाए. तो पैनलिस्ट ने बहुत अच्छा सा एक ग्राउंड दिया, एक फाउंडेशन ग्राउंड दिया, कि बजाय कि आप बाहर को देखो, आप अंदर को भी देखो, और अंदर आके आप ये देखो कि अपनी फैक्ट्री के अंदर आप इस टाइम पे क्या क्या चीजें ठीक कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि नॉर्मल बिजनेस टाइम में ये चीजें आपको ठीक करने का टाइम नहीं मिल पाता है, तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? आज का जो वेबिनार है, बेसिकली we had gone through analyzing various problems that industry is facing, both outward also and inward also, and sales being one of the key area, क्योंकि हर बिजनेस के लिए, हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए सेल्स एक इम्पॉर्टेंट एरिया है, कि अगर आप बना रहे हैं तो आपको बेचना है. अब मार्केट्स, क्योंकि एग्जिस्टिंग बायर्स अगर बंद हैं, या फिर हमारी पेमेंट्स पुरानी नहीं आ रही हैं, सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस जो हम लोगों ने आप लोगों से कुछ लिए बिफोर दिस वेबिनार, एंड देयर वर सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस जो हम चाह रहे थे कि हमारा कोई ऐसा कोई एक्सपर्ट पैनल आके हमें बताए कि इस पर्टिकुलर सिनेरियो में हमें करना क्या चाहिए. So today we have with us Mr. Gaurav Bhagat. Gaurav Bhagat is himself an entrepreneur and a sales trainer. He has a knowledge of management committee of ICC Global. इन्होंने बहुत सारी कंपनीज को, बहुत सारे बड़ी कंपनीज को जो कॉर्पोरेट के लेवल पे हैं, चाहे वो HDFC है, विप्रो है, जिंदल है, इनको ट्रेन किया है. He also runs a very good business, very, very healthy business, jahan pe he has built a business from 10,000 rupees to about 100 crore business in a span of 10 years. So that's an amazing journey for a person like Gaurav. And I thought कि जिसने खुद किया है, अगर हम उनसे समझें कि how we can do this, that will be the best insight we can get as a business entrepreneurs. और गौरव का एक why है जिसके अंदर he wants to help out 100,000 business owners to create 100 jobs. So his mission is to reach out to nearly about 1 million people in his lifetime. And हम चाहते हैं, no, sorry, not in lifetime, by 15th May 2025. So now let us hear from Gaurav कि क्या कर लेना चाहिए हमारे को. ये कुछ हमारा before we have Gaurav on the panel, ये वाला एक स्लाइड है जो मैं पिछले 3 वेबिनार से दिखा रहा हूँ. और I'm also, before we start with Gaurav, I want to show this seminar. इस सेमिनार के थ्रू ये स्लाइड को दोबारा दिखाना चाहता हूँ. $2 ट्रिलियन एक साइड पे है जो फिनिश गुड्स की इंडस्ट्री है, और $1.5 ट्रिलियन दूसरी साइड है जो पूरी बैकबोन है इंडस्ट्री की. सो अगर हम देखें तो सिर्फ एक ही कंट्री है जिसका मेजॉरिटी शेयर है. सो अब वो अगर अपॉर्चुनिटी अगर ओपन हो गई, या हो रही है, या हो सकती है, तो what are the things which are available for industry at large, and what can we as businesses do to explore this opportunity? So with this, I am sharing it with Gaurav to come out and share his view with us.
Thank you, Sonil. And if you can stop sharing your screen, then I will, just enable my screen sharing. And
sure. Now you have it.
Yeah. Right. Many thanks, Sonil and Anuj for the introductions. और Sowtex के participants जो आज इस webinar पे हैं, thank you कि आप अपना time निकाल के, कीमती वक्त निकाल के आए. मैं जानता हूँ कि webinars आज इतने ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं कि कभी समझ नहीं आता कि एक webinar करें या 2 करें, या एक टाइम पे. कल किसी ने एक फोटो भेजी कि भाई मैं आप तेरे वेबिनार पे होते हूँ, पर अभी 3 वेबिनार चल रहे हैं, तो एक मेरे कंप्यूटर पे चल रहा है, एक मेरे फोन पे चल रहा है, और एक मेरे आईपैड पे चल रहा है. तो आज के जमाने में ऐसा भी हो रहा है. सो थैंक यू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सो मच कि आप सब लोग अपना टाइम निकाल के आए. आज जो मैं आपके साथ शेयर करूंगा डेफिनेटली वैल्यू के लिए रहेगा. और जो अब सोनल काफी कुछ बोले, मैं अभी थोड़ा कुछ आगे आपको अपने बारे में बताऊंगा. बट बिफोर दैट लेट्स एक्चुअली मूव फॉरवर्ड. एंड जो आपका चैट बॉक्स है, आप उसके अंदर आप कमेंट्स आप टाइप कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि उसको देख के हम आगे जाके क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर तो करेंगे, बट ऑल्सो आपका फीडबैक भी लेना चाहेंगे. तो how many of you feel that we are currently in unprecedented times? मतलब आज इस जमाने में टाइम अभी ऐसा है कि बस मतलब लग पड़ी है, मतलब समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कि क्या हो रहा है. It's never happened before. Like हमारी जनरेशन में तो शायद ना हो. तो just type in why. If you think you're in unprecedented time, chat box के अंदर आप सिर्फ अपना why type in करिए. And we'll make this in a mix of English and Hindi both, because I know we have participants which are there from both geographies. My English is pretty good, and my Hindi is not bad either. So we're gonna go both ways. I know how some of you feel. So we're gonna go both ways.
Gaurav, sorry to interject. अगर आप allow करो तो एक poll हम run करके देख लेंगे कौन कौन सी geography से कितने लोग आए हैं.
Of course, please do.
Yeah. So guys, for us to understand आपकी लोकेशन बेटर, ताकि हम अपनी लैंग्वेज को कैसे मॉडरेट करें, आपके सामने पोल है. जस्ट आप क्विकली शेयर कर दीजिए सो दैट वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड आपकी ज्योग्राफीज क्या है. एंड बोथ मैं और गौरव वी विल ट्राई टू इंश्योर कि हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग द ज्योग्राफीज, हम अपनी मोड ऑफ कॉन्वर्सेशन को हम कैसा रखें ताकि इट कैन रीच आउट टू एज मेनी पीपल हु आर देयर in this particular webinar, and they're able to, we're able to give the maximum value out of it. So I am just closing this poll, and I am sharing. I think majority of the people are from Delhi NCR today. And yeah, North Delhi and Delhi NCR se majority log hain. So I think we can stick to our the language, which is both Hindi and English. Yeah, go on, Gaurav. Sorry.
Perfect. Thank you, Sunil. And good to see कि हमारे so many people are here from the Delhi NCR, and अपने North India के भी काफी लोग हैं, तो अच्छा लगा आप सबको पहले मिलके. So of course आप लोगों ने सब अपना type in किया why we are in unprecedented times. How many of you actually feel that there is too much bad news and the odds are stacked against you at the moment? So again, just type in a why, maybe 2 whys in the chat box. आज जब अखबार खोलते हैं, when we see the news, all we see is bad news, and it's like पकाउing the brain, man. How many of you feel that way? Just type it out. Right? Just let us know what you're actually thinking. Yes, I see so many whys. Thank you, Aditya, Bhavna, Aditya. Thank you, all of you who are actually sharing. Because truly, these are crazy times, right? The COVID crisis is madness. I mean, as a kabhi nahi hua ki the entire world has actually shut down. 2.8 million people affected and growing. The graph is just going up. Matlab, this is just crazy, right? And if you look at some grim facts and statistics, matlab, scary things. The ILO is saying कि 195 million job losses are going to happen. परसों जब यूएसए की रिपोर्ट आई, 4 million more people added to the unemployed list in America. 26 million नौकरियां अमेरिका में जा चुकी हैं. And how many more are going to go? Nobody knows. But the ILO is saying 195 million, okay, over the course of the next 6 months, which is crazy. घर पे, I mean, how many of you have children who are at home? Type in why. Children are at home studying right now. Soon we're going to have 1 billion kids who would have, either be at home continuously at the same time. All schools are closed, and it's madness, right? Stock market में, जिन लोगों ने stock market में पैसा लगाया है, the investor wealth that disappeared in 6 sessions was 12 lakh crores gone from the stock market. Harvard Business Review की study थी कि 77% of small business owners are very, very worried. 77%, मतलब डरे हुए हैं लोग. They just don't know where this is all going. And you guys all have. I've seen the surveys from the past. I know exactly what you guys are all feeling. Another survey from Harvard Business Review said that the average business only has 27 days. सिर्फ 27 दिन का कैश उनके रिजर्व में होता है. जब तक इंडिया में ये लॉकडाउन खुलेगा, अगर 3 मई को खुल गया, तो आप चैट बॉक्स में टाइप करिए कि कितने दिन के लिए हम लोग घर पे होंगे और हमारी फैक्ट्रियां नहीं चली. आप वो आंसर टाइप इन करें. How many days will it be since we would have been in lockdown by the time this opens, assuming it opens on the 3rd of May? Assuming it opens on the 3rd of May. Yes, 40, 43, 45. It's probably going to be between 40 and 45 days depending on where you actually came in from, right? And this said that 50% of American businesses can potentially go out of business in 3 months. Within 3 months, 50% of American businesses can actually go out of business. So this is very, very scary times, right? अगले जो 6 से 12 महीने हैं, ये हमें टेस्ट करेगा मतलब अगर वो आप ग्राफ देख रहे हैं अप्रैल मई जून का जो क्वार्टर है, जो क्वार्टर अभी चल रहा है, if you see the sales of that quarter, it's going to look like that boss. मतलब forget flat or down, it'll be मतलब जमीन के अंदर zero, right? एंड काफी कुछ है स्ट्रेटजीज हैं जो हो सकती हैं, कुछ हम अप्लाई भी कर रहे हैं. मैं देख रहा था शुरू में एक हर्ष भाई थे, उन्होंने पोस्ट किया था कि मैं पीपी किट बना रहा हूँ, काफी लोग कर रहे हैं. बट बॉस, लेट मी गिव यू मच मोर टुडे देन जस्ट दिस. So how are people responding? ठीक है, if I generally I work with hundreds of business owners, I work with companies big and small. कैसा रिस्पॉन्स आ रहा है लोगों को, माइंड के लोगों में क्या सोच आ रही है अभी? कुछ लोग हैं वो डरे हुए हैं, देर fearful, they're hiding, they're like बॉस कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा, मतलब फैक्ट्री चलेगी नहीं चलेगी, पेमेंट आएंगे नहीं आएंगे, will our payments come, will our labor come back to work for us, will we even have any requirements for our labor? So people are extremely scared, people are fearful. एक और सेट है who are hopeful, they're like बॉस नहीं, जो भी होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. इस टाइम के अंदर हमें पॉज मिला है, हमें कुछ सीखने को मिला है, हमें कुछ करने को मिला है, हमें अपने फैमिलीज के साथ टाइम मिला है. So many of you must be traveling like crazy all over the globe, spending so little time with your families, and this is a time where it's happened, and hopefully you're thinking that whatever happens will happen for the better, which is great. Third is indifferent. Boss, दिमाग तो पक चुका है, नहीं सुननी, we don't want to listen anymore. Whatever happens, happens. I'm indifferent. We will see what happens, right? So a lot of people are feeling like that as well. The fourth set of people, these are the fatalists. मतलब they like boss, सब खत्म हो चुका है, अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता, मतलब फैक्ट्री नहीं खुलेगी, बंदे नहीं आएंगे, अब तो सब खत्म हो चुका है. मतलब ये लोग, as they say, they have thrown in the towel, they have given up. These guys are now fearful, and they've actually fallen in the category of the fatalists. Then you have the fifth set who are saying, boss, ठीक है, मतलब मास्क पहन के अगर काम पे जाना है तो जाएंगे. If wearing a mask is the new normal, if social distancing is the new normal, we have adapted before, we will adapt again. So they're the pragmatic people who are saying, boss, ठीक है, मतलब जो करना है सो करना है, पर करेंगे, हम नहीं हारेंगे. और एक sixth set है. Now this set is the innovators, right? ये लोग सोच रहे हैं कि boss, मतलब हो सकता है कि अभी तक हम कुछ गलत कर रहे थे. Maybe we need to do something different. Maybe we need to do something in a different way. Maybe we have to see how we can break the Chinese monopoly, right? Maybe we have to see how we can get into technical fabrics. Maybe we have to see how we have to collaborate. Maybe we have to see many, many things. I will give you ideas between today and even in future sessions, when those happen. But these are broadly the 6 sets of people. Sure, there must be others who in this webinar also must be thinking, yeah, I'm not one of these 6, but that's okay. Broadly, I've said people are falling into one of these 6 categories. And if you feel that you are in one of these categories, just type in agree in the chat box. That kuch to hai. Mere mind mein boss, kuch to aisa hai hai. Okay. So now, how many of you feel that even through a crisis can emerge a better version of you? How many of you feel that boss, even in this crisis, मतलब कुछ ना कुछ opportunities है, कुछ ना कुछ तो अच्छा ही निकल के आएगा? Type out a Y on that as well. So just say, how many of you think that's going to happen to do that? Because I've always believed, मैंने हमेशा ये याद रखा है कि irrespective of how bad things have been, bad times always pass, and good times always return. मतलब जितने भी bad time आए हमारी life में, बस हमको 4 चीज चाहिए: patience, persistence, core skills and luck. और इनमें से एक core skill जो है, जो बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण, one thing will be very important in time to come, will be the ability to sell. Everyone has to have that ability, and we're going to come to that and talk a lot about that today. So persistence, patience, some core skills, and a bit of luck, right? And do I have all 4? After all, yes, I do, man. I'm also a poker player. Okay, so what are we covering in the next 90 minutes? We're going to briefly go into my introduction and story. I'm going to give you some of the sales techniques. The sales techniques जो हमको वो use करने हैं in the months ahead to dominate the world market. I'm not saying survival, I'm saying domination, right? So we're going to do that. We're also going to do Q&A. So आपके questions हम answer भी करेंगे. So those questions can keep coming in the Q&A tab also. We will go through as many of those questions together. I'm not going anywhere. You have me and I have you. And what we need to do to be basically taking things to making us recession proof. हो सकता है आज COVID है, कल कुछ और है, पर आपको क्या-क्या करना है which makes you recession proof in time to come and dominate the textile industry. So that is our agenda for the next 90 minutes. Who is this webinar meant for? It's meant for business owners in the textile space looking to grow, right? And I'm talking about growth. I'm not talking about, just staying flat. I'm saying we need to go up. So it's meant for business owners in textile space, textile industry managers, जो managers यहाँ हैं, जो saying, boss, मेरी team है, मेरी team को मैं क्या समझाऊं, क्या बताऊं? So it's going to be for all of them as well. People who are interested in the textile industry and are thinking of entering the space. ठीक है, आप textile industry में नहीं हैं, पर आप enter करना चाह रहे हैं. So this is even meant for you. And well-wishers of those in the industry. So even if you have well-wishers, you are are thinking about people, you know, who are in the industry, and you are their well-wishers and want to know more, all of that's going to be actually done here. And also people looking to not only get better at sales, but master sales. Boss, matlab sales mastery, that is what I do. I have been taught by Grant Cardone, right? I teach Grant Cardone material. It is the best material in the world. और ये मतलब वो नहीं है जो मतलब अमेरिका से मतलब कुछ ज्ञान आया है और हम सिर्फ मतलब वही ज्ञान याद दे रहे हैं. I will tell you my story, and then you will know why I mean what I say and why there is passion in my eyes when I speak. Know this, that the post-COVID world, the world that is going to come, whenever this world comes, is going to be cleaner, right? It is going to be more competitive. There will be more competition, right? Our competition will be stricter than ever before. It'll be very, very different. Very different. लोग बोलते हैं बॉस जो था वही था, हमको तो पता है वही हो जाएगा फिर से. It's not. It will be very different. The world ahead is going to be very different. But I also feel that there will be more opportunities than ever before. But ये opportunities सिर्फ उन लोगों के लिए हैं जो action ले सकते हैं, not those people who are waiting for the government to come in and help them, or waiting for, you know, miracles to happen. You know, I mean, I know we're all God-fearing people, and I know हम भगवान में विश्वास करते हैं. But boss, इस time ना भगवान भी उसी की मदद करेगा जो अपने आप की मदद खुद बंदा करता है. Government भी उसी की मदद करेगा जो बंदा खुद मदद करता है. So it's very important that first we got to take action. Right. Sonil, of course, spoke about me. I'm going to very briefly spend 5-6 minutes maybe just to tell you about my story so that you know where I'm coming from and why I'm an authority at what I speak. So I am a problem solver, boss. मेरे ऊपर कोई भी problem भेज दो and I help solve it. I am an entrepreneur. Sonil ने बताया कि मेरी पहली कंपनी मैंने 10,000 रुपए के साथ स्टार्ट किया था. True story. 100 करोड़ अभी हम नहीं पहुंचे, but हम बहुत तेजी की तरह से वहां पहुंच रहे हैं. I'm a coach and trainer. I'm a sales coach. I'm a sales trainer. I'm a speaker. I'm a business coach, so that is what I do. I'm a public speaker. I travel around the world to speak. I was in Malaysia, I was in Singapore, I was in Atlanta. I traveled around the world to speak. And I'm also an author and have my book coming out as well, right? I run Consortium Gifts. It's a gifting company, which I will speak a little bit more about. I run the Gaurav Bhagat Academy, and the GBA is the Sales Training Academy. This is where I teach sales to all my customers and to corporates, not only in India, but around the world. And I'm also launching GB Ventures, which is going to mentor as well as invest in businesses and take them to the next level. So this is basically what I do. So let me quickly start, you know, with a story, and this story is for 6 minutes, and then we're going to get into what I have to share with you today. So my story, right? मैं कहाँ से मेरी शुरुआत कहाँ हुई थी? तो मेरी शुरुआत हुई थी like any all good stories with those 4 words: once upon a time. तो that was, you know, just me, ordinary boy growing up in Delhi. 6 साल का लड़का था जब ये फोटो ली गई थी दिल्ली के अंदर. तो दिल्ली वाले भाई और बहनों, मैं आपके जैसा ही हूँ. And मैं सोचा यार बॉस, you know, 6 साल का बच्चा हूँ, पैसा कमाना है, right? I want to make some money. So how does a 6-year-old make some money? तो उस टाइम एक कॉमिक होती थी टिंकल के नाम से. हो सकता है some of you have actually heard it, read it, maybe your children read it. If you have, just type in the chat box, you know, why. Awesome. So Aditya has, right? And Rajat has. Lovely. So, you know, Tinkle would pay 50 रुपए. मतलब हर स्टोरी जो पब्लिश होती थी उसके लिए 50 रुपए देते थे. And I would like, हाँ बहुत स्टोरी भेजो, मतलब ये तो मतलब पब्लिश होती रहेंगी. 20 स्टोरी भेजे. एडिटर ने बोला भाई stop, I cannot publish you. Your stories are terrible. But even at the age of 6, okay, like all good sales guys follow up. मैं तो भेजते गया. And एक टाइम आया कि स्टोरी एक पब्लिश हो गई. Small win, but it was a win nonetheless. But sales guys have to be great at follow up. So when I was 16 during my summer holidays, I was a creative guy. Like many of you in the textile space, I was a creative guy. मैंने game बनाई, one game on the stock market, one game शायद आप किसी ने खेली भी होगी. WWF trump cards थे 92-93 में. इसका पहला deck भी मैंने ही बनाया था. And both made crazy money, like crazy. Like I used to go to school, I used to come back, and I would like had so much money, I didn't know what to do with it. So I put it in the stock market, and कुछ शायद याद कर रखते होंगे कि 92-93 में हर्षद मेहता का stock crash हुआ और सब खत्म हो गया. So that was my journey as a 17-year-old, right? When I was 19, so ek din, my father took me out for a walk, and he came back, and he was trying to do a big project with someone in London, and he came back and he said, you know, son, we're broke. Matlab, hum khatam ho chuke hain. Like everything is gone. We have nothing. Zero. We have nothing. And I said, what do you mean nothing? I said, how much money do you have? And he said, only money I have is the money in my wallet. And that was like a few thousand rupees, right? So matlab jab आपकी अपब्रिंगिंग मतलब न्यू फ्रेंड्स कॉलोनी जैसे नेबरहुड में हुई जहाँ आप बड़े थे, you know, बड़े हुए थे और आप 5-star होटल्स में हर सैटरडे खाना खाते थे, and your father comes back and says that boss सब खत्म हो चुका है. We should travel the world. Okay, I'd been like, you know, to places in the 80s and the 90s, which were early 90s, which was difficult at the time. And my father comes back and says, we have nothing, we're finished. And I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do, right? और उस time ऐसे कुछ जो दिल्ली वाले हैं जानते होंगे कि उस time there used to be some night clubs in Delhi, discourse like why don't you type in the names, Moria Hotel ke andar hote the, ois apna Gungroo's hota tha, and a whole bunch of places, used to be there, MKOP, CJs, yes, all these places. And basically, like, well, everyone is figuring out what, where to take those girls out. I'm figuring out how to save my family from a financial crisis. So I start with 10,000 rupees drawn on a credit card. That was my starting capital from the school that I actually went to. That was my starting capital. Interesting times. Matlab, shuru mein jo karna padta hai, sab kuch khud hi karna padta tha. And being a solopreneur wasn't a cakewalk, right? So if you have ever started, your companies yourself from scratch, right? Just type in, I did. So I will know, how many people actually started their companies themselves from nothing. So that is how, I actually started. And I would hear people saying that, bhai, tere saath dhanda nahi ho sakta. You're not good enough. You're not, good enough to work with. And I would say, it's not the size of the man in the fight. Don't look at my balance sheet. Don't look at my company. Look at me, boss. It's me. Look at the size of the man in the fight, right? And they would not listen. But Maruti gave me my first big break, and they gave me some good work in 1999. And I say someone up there really loved me, boss. Matlab, upar to koi hai who really loves you, right? And things just kept getting better and better and better and better. And this trickle stone became a flow. Fast forward 20 years. Today I own one of India's most respected and innovative gifting companies in the space. I mean, it's an organization that's been built on sales, and these are just some of our customers, right? So for people who are in the manufacturing space of, textiles and, t-shirts and apparel, et cetera, I mean, for Coke alone, we probably bought like 150 to 250,000 t-shirts before the COVID lockdown happened, right? So these are just some of the companies and the clients that we work with. So we do a lot of work in the textile space. I know your industries, right? I've been to your towns. My sourcing teams have been to your towns. I'll tell you a few more interesting things, right? So of course, a lot of this in my book, we'll come to that later. We're in 6 cities. We have 8 offices currently. Start with 10,000 rupees drawn on a credit card. Super team. Some other successes, of course, IGC is something I want to talk about. And this is something that as textile professionals, I recommend that you guys should take a look at my networks, right? IGC companies are 46 of the world's biggest or best gifting companies, right? This is the map that we have. So there's America, Latin America, lots of Europe, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. These companies together, these 46 companies together are doing $1 billion worth of business annually, all right? Out of that, 35 to 40% of their buying is apparel. I'm just saying, right? And how many of us have actually actively looked at, even promotional or the promotional industry? Like IGC, there are 3 more, right? So you have IPAG and you have Staples. I mean, together, the promotional industry is doing $3 billion. How many of you have even tried, hitting out and reaching out to some of these companies? We're going to talk about prospecting. We're going to do a lot of that. So of course, I'm part of IGC. I'm part of their KMC. I train them. I work with them. All of that actually happens. Of course, member of, BNI, a lot of my BNI families here. Sonal himself is a BNI member. People on this chat today, one of the things that you have to explore in time is also networking. It has to be getting out of your box, out of your comfort zone. And BNI is very, very important. Organizations like CII are very important. Organizations like Sowtex are very, very important, right? So we're going to talk about a lot of these things. But know this, that all of these just started with me working from home. That's where the whole thing actually started. And I'm doing great. And one day I read this book, and this book is Start With Why. And I said, boss, matlab, theek hai, paisa to main kama raha hu. I'm making money. I'm doing good things, but how can I help others? Right? And the question was, how can I do more for people? How can I help other industries? How can I help other businesses? What was my why? So then I actually went and I joined training teams, and I also went out to look for the best people in the world, because I wanted to go from climbing the ladder of success to helping others, helping people just like the people on this webinar today to also become ladder builders, right? And I set on a journey to find the best in the world. Kuch log shayad aap jante bhi honge, this guy is Tony Robbins. So I went to Tony Robbins. And I also went to the world's #1 sales guy. And I said, teach me and mentor me. His name is Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is from America. So Feb 2018, 2 saal pehle main inki conference pe gaya, 11,000 log the, and Grant was there. And I said, can I meet Grant Cardone? And kuch karakru we met. So next day, we met, Grant and I spoke. Now this guy is someone who is worth $1 billion. His net worth is $1 billion. And we, got chatting, and like I started training with him. And this is what he subsequently had to say.
What's going on, guys? I'm coming to you every day, every week, every month. And then I'm going to actually come over there and see you guys and girls.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Love this man right here. He's an awesome guy.
Thank you so much.
So that's Grant. And, we do a lot of work together. We help a lot of his clients. He helps a lot of our clients. We became his licensees, and I learned how to sell. I learned everything. Matlab, बेच तो मैं 6 साल के एज से भी रहा था, but here I learned everything. And I said, I want the content from the best, because if you want to be the best, you've got to learn the content from the best. So we have in-house trainings where, you know, people come in, 35 people at a time. It's only something we do with 35 people because it's a very close group. And we've trained more than 400 people over there. And Sonil ne bola ke, boss, what is your why? So my why is to become Asia's largest sales training and business mentorship academy by the 15th of May 2025, right? Everyone should know their why. All of you should know your why. And Sonil said 1 crore people. I said I will impact 4 crore 9 lakh people over the course of the next 7 years. 100,000 businesses and business owners. So many of you over here are business owners. 100,000 businesses and business owners. At least help them create 100 jobs. Create or add 100 jobs, not fire. I know अभी आप काफी लोग सोच रहे हो कि सार, you know, बंदों को निकालना पड़ेगा, लेबर को हटाना पड़ेगा, किसी को नहीं हटाना है, बॉस ऐड करना है, और वो एडिशन होगी ना तो सेल से होगी. Let me tell you that as well. So create at least 100 jobs. एक फैमिली में 4 लोग होते हैं, 4 crore people. I don't only work with business owners, I work with professionals, I work with the working man, I even work with graduating students and help them live the 10x life. So that is what I do, right? So over the next 7 years, that's what I want to do. And I'm doing trainings such as this, boot camps, speaking engagements, strategic alliances, webinars, and online talks to do just this. So that's what brings me to today. Our objectives are fourfold. What we want to do today is fourfold. Help the textile industry look at sales differently. All of you who are here from the sales, from the textile industry. I want you to look at sales differently, right? Help the textile industry open their mind to the opportunities that lie ahead. मतलब बहुत कुछ है जो हमने सोचा भी नहीं होगा, देखा भी नहीं होगा. Right, to see that is what we're actually going to work about. How help textile entrepreneurs and workers take action to succeed. बहुत लोग हैं बॉस जो बैठे हैं बोल रहे हैं जब फैक्ट्री खुली तो देखेंगे, जब सरकार की हेल्प आएगी तो देखेंगे, जब भगवान हमारी मदद करेगा तो देखेंगे. Boss, you cannot do that. You have to take action. You have to take those steps. I, in this webinar today, will give you all, or at least a lot of the steps that you need to take now, and set the stage for South Asian textile entrepreneurs to capture world markets. बॉस चाइना में क्या है जो हमारे पास नहीं है यार, और अगर कुछ है तो अगर ऐसा क्या नहीं है जो हम नहीं बना सकते. Where there is a will, there is a way, right? People in Europe, my friends in Europe, my friends in America are saying, Gaurav, help me. I don't want to do business with China. China ने हमारी बजा दी है गेम बॉस. मेरी बीबी ने पका दिया मुझे घर पे 50 दिन बैठे बैठे. मेरे बच्चों ने बजा दी मेरी. Like they are driving me crazy and they feel that it is, I mean, like Mr. Trump says, the Wuhan virus, the China virus. They're like, we don't want to do business with China. Can your friends in India help? I said, of course they can help, boss. India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. I mean, this is South Asia is the future of sourcing. And we are going to make that happen. But first we got to open our mind, right? A lot of what I have achieved in my life and a lot of what all I continue to achieve in my life has happened because of all these skills, right? Sales, time management, goal setting, networking, power presentation, image management, collaboration, mentoring. Sales will come up over and over again, but you have to focus on all these areas. It cannot only be about boss, मैं तो factory चलाता हूँ, मैं तो factory में बैठता हूँ, धंधा आता है तो आता है, नहीं आता तो नहीं आता. You have to do everything. Sonil, I know you have a question, so why don't you put on your or give me your first question that you really have for me.
Yes, so there are a lot of questions been brewing up and people have been putting things over on the Q&A section and the chat box also. But I want to put one question to you straight up on your box in case if you can put down your slide and I can put my slide so that everybody can see that question.
Sure.
Yeah. So, so the first question which people want to know, as post-COVID-19 scenario looks bleak with a bad market scenario, what does one need to do? अगर हमारी post-COVID-19 का scenario bleak है, तो अब इस market condition में हम क्या कर सकते हैं?
Super and great question, right? And this is the question that is on everyone's mind. So if you want, I'll bring my screen back up because I have exactly the first strategy, that everyone should be doing. One thing should be doing. तो अब सबके माइंड में अभी यही चल रहा है कि बॉस मतलब आगे अपना क्या होने वाला है, राइट? आगे अब क्या होगा, मतलब पेमेंट्स फंस रही हैं, कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन नहीं है, ऑर्डर बुक कब कुछ आता पता नहीं. मतलब कल मैं एक रिपोर्ट पढ़ रहा था कि इवन गैप इज सेइंग दैट orders to dur ki baat, even store rentals is going to become a problem for Gap to actually pay, right? And Gap is like a big buyer. So there is just so much bad news coming in that majority of people today, that is them. मतलब डरे हुए हैं, frustrated हैं, unsure हैं, मतलब समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कि आगे जाके क्या करना है. And that is what majority of people are doing. But let me also tell you this, okay? And this is one of the secrets that Grant has, really done so well with in his time. This is what I have done well with in my time. And this is even what all my clients are doing right now. 95% अभी के टाइम से अगर देखा जाए 95% are in preservation mode. Boss अभी जैसे अगर बॉक्सिंग के मैच में आप होते ना, so they got their hands up and they're playing defensive. They're like पूरी दुनिया हमको मार रही है, right? The government is hitting us, COVID is hitting us, right? Our clients are hitting us, our bankers are hitting us, our labor is hitting us. So everyone is just like, right now they're just playing defensive and they're like, this is, I just need to save myself. अभी अपने आप को बचाऊं, बाद में देखी जाएगी. So this is the mindset of 95% of the people right now. But yet you have 5% of the people right now that are playing offense. मतलब ये लोग देख रहे हैं कि boss, what is the opportunity? क्या है वो that we were doing wrong? What is the thing that we have to do? Who are the people I have to bring on? Which are the skills that I have to build? Who are the conversations that I should be having? Who should I be speaking with in technology in Italy and Germany? Okay, who are the people I should be reaching out to? Even people I haven't reached out to in the past. How can I inspire my team? How can I motivate my team? How can I upskill my team? ठीक है, मतलब लेबर मतलब इतनी इंटेलिजेंट शायद ना हो कि अपने जूम पे आके आपके साथ वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग और अपना वो सब करे, बट उनको भी आप काफी एंगेज कर रहे हैं. तो 5% अभी भी लोग हैं जो बोल रहे हैं कि बॉस, आई एम नॉट प्लेइंग डिफेंसिव राइट नाउ, आई एम प्लेइंग ऑफेंसिव राइट नाउ. Okay, and what will happen when the economy turns? The economy always turns, the market always comes up. What is going to happen, right? The defensive players, these guys are going to be जो नीचे जो भाग रहे हैं ना अपना बैग लेके, ये वो बंदे होंगे. और जो बंदे आज ऑफेंसिव हैं, जो बंदे सोच रहे हैं कि बॉस ठीक है, जो हो गया सो हो गया, हमको आगे निकलना है, those are the guys जो मतलब रॉकेट के ऊपर बैठ के they'll be ahead of everyone else, right? And this is going to happen. I've known it. When the market turns, जो बंदे defensive थे, like the dinosaurs, they're going to go extinct. This is not the time to play defense. This is not the time to be scared, right? Fear is of two types, and I'll come to that as well. You have to live your life following the 95-5 rule. The 95-5 rule is this: 95% of your time, 95% of your actions, 95% of your thoughts, and everything else right now, even right now, has to focus on making money. कि पैसा कैसे कमाना है, अपनी कंपनी को कैसा बढ़ाना है, अपने फैक्ट्रीज में कैसे कंट्रीब्यूट करना है, अपने वर्कर्स को कैसे और पुश करना है. 95% of your time and your thinking right now has to be on this, boss. Only 5% has to be on cutting and focusing on expenses. अभी लोग उल्टा चल रहे हैं, ठीक है. अभी क्या हो रहा है कि सब लोग बोल रहे हैं कि बॉस पैसा मतलब फंस गया है, एक्सपेंस कैसे काटे, कौन सी फैक्ट्री बंद करें, कौन से बंदों को भेज दें, कौन सी लेबर को अपना डिसकंटिन्यू कर दें. This is not the time for that, right? That time for thinking and all of that crying is over. 40 दिन हो चुके हैं, right? अब हमको आगे सोचना है कि इनकम कैसे बढ़ानी है, और वो इनकम बढ़ेगी सेल्स के थ्रू, right? We spending too much time thinking about expenses and less time on making money. How many of you want to make more money? Type in why, 2 whys, 3 whys in the chat box right now. I'm looking at it. Let's see who wants to make money, who's here today. Right, thank you. Udipta wants to make money. Sheetal wants to make money. Lots of money. Aditya wants to make money. Manisha wants to make super money. मतलब money के नाम में तो money ही है, तो इतने whys आप देखो कितने हैं. Harsh Jain wants to make money. Sunil Kumar wants to make money. मतलब whys की तो मतलब बौछार हो रही है अभी, right? Everyone wants to make money. Yes, I want to address an audience that wants to make money. I don't want to address an audience who's saying, boss मेरी तो फट गई, दुकान तो बंद है, अब तो time हो गया घर जाने का. We're not playing that game. We're playing the money game. We're playing the sales game, right? We're going to do all of that and more. So thank you for all those ones who contributed. And no one tells you this. Accountant बोल रहा है, sir, बैंक में पैसा खत्म हो रहा है, अब तो cutting का time आ गया है. Accountant ने आपका business नहीं बढ़ाया है. Accountants don't make businesses. Action takers make businesses. The media has pacowed you. मतलब newspaper, news, WhatsApp, मतलब सब जगह से यही आ रहा है कि boss खत्म हो गया, सब कुछ finished है. Finish. I have not opened a newspaper in the last few months. I have not watched the news channel. I came on the news to see Modi. Otherwise, I have not even come and put on the TV because boss, the news is bullshit. जो वायरस, जो कोविड वायरस है ना, कोविड का वायरस तो चला जाएगा. सर जो दिमाग का वायरस है ना, ये पका जाएगा, ये कभी नहीं जाएगा. और आपके जो आसपास वाले हैं ना, कोविड इन्फेक्ट ना करे साले दिमाग का वायरस ना उनको भी इफेक्ट कर देगा. So the mental virus will screw you over, man. You don't want negative influences. You want to be around positive people. You want to be around action takers. You want to be around people who will move the needle forward. Best way to create income. What do you think is the best way to create income? Type in the chat box. Let's see what the audience thinks. What is the best way to create income? Thank you, Rajat. I appreciate that you agree what I just said. New products. Sheetal. Okay, thank you. Kaushik Kejriwal says sales. Shivansh says innovation, provide solutions, new markets, differentiation, collaboration, great opportunities, positive approach, only sales, encash your USPs. Avinash says relationships, sales. Yes, yes, yes. The answers are there. It is just about us reaching out and pulling out those answers and doing something about it, right? The best way to increase income is grow your business. And the best way to do that is get more sales, right? Today, we are here to only discuss how is it we are to get more sales. Now, the funny part is that selling is feared. Log sales se darte hain. So let's hear again in the chat box. Why don't you guys type in some of the reasons why you would not sell or why you fear sales. And if you don't fear sales, just write I don't fear sales. But if you feared sales, agar aapke mind mein thoda bhi hai rejection, thank you Rishabh, I appreciate that. Payment insecurity, do not fear sales. Vishal, thank you. Rejection, yes, yes. Ankit, thank you. Just say it out because we need to address our fears, right? Sales aapki tabhi badh sakti hai when you say that, okay, this is it. Objections, payments are not coming. I don't fear sales. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All those answers are right. So let me tell you some of the reasons why people fear sales. Okay. One is the fear of rejection. आपने देखा कि बहुत ज़्यादा responses, अगर आप ऊपर से नीचे देखेंगे काफी responses आए rejection. Sales में बोला जाता है that for every yes, you will get 6 no's. एक yes पाने के लिए आपको पहले 6 no मिलेंगे. Let me give you the bad news. अब आगे के टाइम में हर yes को पाने के लिए 10 no मिलेंगे आपको. 4 और yeses, मतलब it's going to go, rejection rate is going to go up by 70%. So if you fear rejection and because of that you will not go to do sales, boss, then your companies are in trouble. You need to overcome that fear of rejection. People think sales is hard work. Bhai, matlab sales to subah se lekar raat tak, matlab, ठोकरें खानी पड़ती हैं. You have to knock doors. You have to do all of that. Yes, yes, yes. But with great sales, you also make crazy money. I know a lot of you will be production people, a lot of you will be management people, a lot of you will be from the finance side. They say, boss, sales to humko nahi karna. Let me tell you this, everyone in your organization has to be selling in the time to come. Ab jo COVID ke baad jo time aane wala hai na, aapka jo gatekeeper bhi hai, aapka chowkidar bhi jo hai, aapke unit ka, boss, even he has to be a sales guy. That is what time is coming to. Upar se lekar niche, everyone has to be a sales guy in time to come. Some people think salespeople are sleazy. Boss, wo time tha. Aaj, if you're a sleazy sales guy, right? If you sold the way people used to sold ke aao logon ka gada bana do, ठीक है, उनको ऐसा प्रोडक्ट चेप के चले जाओ कि मतलब पैसे तो कमा लिया, आगे तो देखी जाएगी. If you're a sleazy sales guy, you are dead. There is no place for you in this world. I'm going to come and touch upon that as well. And some people, they said, boss, हम तो sales में इसलिए घुसे क्योंकि जेब खाली थी. आज जेब कैसी लग रही है बॉस? भरी लग रही है कि खाली लग रही है? और अगर भरी भी लग रही है ना, I want you to imagine that your pockets are empty, because irrespective of the money that you have, irrespective of the companies that you run, irrespective of the homes that you have, irrespective of the cars that you drive, irrespective of the assets that you have built, I want you to wake up every morning and say, boss, जेब खाली है, आज मुझे क्या करना है कि मैं दुनिया को हिला के रख दूं. So that has to be the mindset, irrespective of how much money you have or you don't have. That has to be everyone's thing, right? We all have fears. We're all scared of something. But जैसे ऋतिक भाई बोलते हैं अपना Mountain Dew में, डर के आगे जीत है. We have to overcome the fear. We have to shut our ears and eyes and say, भाई अब तो नहीं छोड़ने वाले. We are going to go and we're going to kill it. Accept and move forward. Right? That's the first thing. Only if your mind is ready that, हाँ boss, sales तो हमको चाहिए. I know some of you might be saying, where is the textile aspect? Dude, sales is sales. Sales will go B2C, sales will go B2B, sales will go B2G. We're going to cover all of that and more. But first, अपने दिमाग में आप ये तैयार कर लो कि boss, yes, I will be out there and I will go to sell. I will overcome my fear of sales. Right? If you're willing to do that, give me a Y in the chat box right now. That I am, yes, I will. Harsh says that I have a similar face to Ritik. Oh, nice. That's a nice compliment to have. Awesome. Love it. Love it. So, the thing is your mind is made up कि boss, हाँ, हमें करना है. Sales हमें करने हैं. मतलब fear हो ना हो, पीछे था जो हो, कल हो ना हो, sales तो करनी है. Right. So fear, fear is forget everything and run. मतलब boss, COVID आ रहा है, payment नहीं आ रही, ये नहीं आ रहा, वो नहीं आ रहा, सब छोड़ो, भागो, मतलब कमा लिया जितना कमाना था, दुनिया गई भाड़ में. right? That who gives, well, I'm sure there are children here, so I'm not going to like use profanities, but who really gives a shit about what's going to happen? I need to look after myself. That is what everyone's thinking. But yet you have another bunch who's saying face everything and rise, right? So which one is it for you? Is it 1 or 2? Type it in the chat box. Do you want to forget everything and run? If that is it, type 1. If you want to face everything and rise, type in 2. So 1 or 2, which one is it for you? Awesome. Just look at those answers coming in. This is the audience that one wants to address. Fear can either be negative. Negative fear अपना साला वो है जो paralyze कर देता है. अपना बिस्तरा में ही मन करता है कि बिस्तरे में ही बैठो. I want to sleep in my bed today because if I get out, I am going to have to face the world. And right now, the world is a big, bad, sick, freaking place. And hence, I am just going to sit, I'm going to lock myself up, and I'm going to do nothing. Negative fear paralyzes. Positive fear motivates. When my dad came home and told me, जब मैं 19 साल का था, मेरे father आके बोले कि भाई अच्छी लाइफ जी ली तूने, अब सब खत्म हो गया है. If I at that point had said that अब तो dad, you know, it's your job to help me, अब मैं तो अभी college में हूँ, मैं तो कुछ नहीं कर सकता यार. But on the flip side, I said 10,000 rupees limit, cash withdrawal limit on my credit card. Let me pull it out and I will see what's going to happen. Boss, आज 22 साल के बाद, ठीक है, अभी 100 crore की company नहीं है, पर मैं आपको ये बता देता हूँ, consortium will be a company which will be in 14 countries in 2022 for sure. We will be Asia's largest gifting company, right? That is my goal. That is what I'm pushing my guys to do. So fear can either paralyze you or it can motivate you. So Neil, I'm going to just stop sharing my screen for a sec. I know you have another question from your slide, so let's take a look at that as well. Just unmute yourself for a sec.
So I have a question for you again. ये सारे questions वो हैं जो हमारे पुराने seminars में निकल के आए थे. And so the next question to you is, if sales prospecting is critical, how do we go about in this environment and how should we handle customers? अगर sales इतनी important है जो हमें सबको पता है, इस current environment में हमें क्या करना चाहिए और कैसे हम customers को handle करें जहाँ पे हमें rejections ज़्यादा मिलती हैं?
Awesome. Thank you. And super question, Sonal. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'll just share my screen again, because basis, you know, what you had told me on this, I have something to share back on this as well. So let me share my screen again. It's a very, very pertinent question. A very pertinent question. Okay. So let me ask again, all the attendees who are here today, what business are you in? Chat box में आप लिखिए. What business are you in? राइट आप क्या करते हैं? आप लिखिए अपना चैट बॉक्स में, मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ. men's shirts. Okay. So Johnny said men's shirts. Ankit said geotextiles. Mohammed said RMG. Mani said non-woven manufacturing. Ankit Mera said acoustic. Alok said shell buttons. Yogesh said apparel. Lovely. Garment manufacturing, fabric manufacturing, beads and accessories, kids garments, technical textiles, yarn. Niloy says textile chemicals. Vikram says t-shirts and sweaters. Aditya says hangers. So I see a lot of people in a lot of different businesses. Obviously, gloves, ladies garments, lowers, pipes, jackets. Awesome. Okay. So what business are you in? You guys answered that question for me. Let me tell you this, not one of you has got that answer right in terms of what business are you in. Not one. I saw all those comments. Not one person has got the answer right. Okay. And let me ask you what. So there are salespeople, right? There are salespeople, there are business people, there are, experts who know everything about the product. Boss, मतलब आप लोगों को इतनी ज़्यादा knowledge है hangers के लिए, buttons के लिए, yarn के लिए, t-shirts के लिए, मतलब जो आपने लिखा कि आप boss, मतलब आप अगर आप चाहते हैं, you can write a book. That's how much knowledge you have. But still you will struggle to get the sale, and there is a reason for that. And that is one simple thing. Okay. Look at those two words on the screen right now. A contact and a contract. Just look at these two words right now. Tell me, what is the difference? Type it out, anyone in the chat box. What is the difference between a contact and a contract? I'll wait for the first 2-3 people to actually write in. Difference between a contact and a contract. Confirmation. ठीक है, मतलब, okay, I get that. So Vishal is saying that the confirmation, hasn't come in. Lifetime is a contract. Networking, personalization. Contract has an expiry. Contract doesn't. I like that. I like that. I like that. Contacts and contracts multiple. Super answers, boss. Matlab, Sonil, you got to share with me the chat history of this, man. Awesome answers. Matlab, what an amazing audience, right? But I'm saying right now, just look at the two words. Look at CONTACT and look at CONTRACT. इसमें बॉस अगर फर्क है तो एक चीज का फर्क है. Okay, and that one thing is the letter R. Contact and a contract. Contact and contract, everything is the same, right? If you look at this word, except for that letter R. That R, ladies and gentlemen, stands for relationships. What is going to be most important in the time that is going to come in front of us is relationships. Sales is all about relationships, right? In the post-COVID world, one thing that will matter the most is relationships. That girl is not only beautiful, but she's also smart. Put the relationship before the sale. I know some of you are distracted because of the picture of the girl. Let me say that again, right? जो relationship है, उसको आप पहले डालें, sale पीछे से आएगी. Strengthen relationships with current clients, strengthen relationships with past clients. मतलब जो आपसे खरीदते थे, but they're not buying with you right now. You got to strengthen those relationships as well. Unsold clients that you pitched to, clients who came to you, clients who you went to, but they haven't right now started buying from you. Okay, those are your unsold customers, right? Sold. Strengthen relationships with orphan clients. Orphan clients are those people. Suppose आपके factory में एक manager था, आपकी factory में एक sales person था, or that person used to handle that particular account. But suppose he left. Suppose Vikram had someone in his factory and Vikram had Gaurav who used to work for him in sales, but Gaurav left. And all the accounts that Gaurav was handling are now not being handled by anyone. So what has happened now? What has happened now is that no one is looking after these past clients who may have been happy with you, but they're not being handled right now. So they've become orphan clients. Like, just say, like they say, orphan kids, they have no parents, they have no manager, no one is giving them attention. So you've got to focus on these guys as well. You've got to focus on your supply chain, right? A lot of people are saying, boss, apne paas to paisa nahi hai, supplier ka kitna kaate? This is the time you need to look after your supply chain and your suppliers even better, because supplier will remember this. कि उस टाइम जिसने साला कोई पैसा नहीं दिया, everyone held my payments, but there was that one client who, when I didn't have money to run my industry, he sent me, maybe if he owed me 10 lakhs, maybe he sent me 1 lakh, maybe he sent me 2 lakhs, maybe he sent me 3 lakhs, at least he sent me some money. So he will say that, boss, jab अच्छा time आएगा और अच्छा time आएगा, that this same person will say, साला उस time ना सेठ ने मेरा देखभाल किया, boss. तो आज तो मैं उसके लिए जान भी दे दूंगा. So even with your supply chain, strengthen those relationships with your bankers, right? With your finance professionals. Boss, bank today, पैसा और किसी के पास हो ना हो, बैंक के पास साला बहुत पैसा पड़ा हुआ है. The government has opened an ocean of money for the banks. Talk to your debt syndicators, right? Talk to people and say, hey, let's go and hit those banks. Let's get money from those banks, right? Because money in the bank right now, money in your bank right now, is peace of mind. Money in the bank right now is the bullet that is required in your gun to take over the world. अगर साला बैंक में पैसा नहीं है ना, तो दिमाग भी नहीं चलेगा. But right now the banks are willing to lend at crazy rates. We just finalized a deal where the bank is giving us 0% interest for 6 months and then 8% for 18 months after that. I told my debt syndication guy, I'm like, take the money, put it in the bank. We will use this for JVs. We will use it for expansion. We will use it for breaking other people. We will use it for sectors that people have not even thought about. Take the money, put it in the bank. So strengthen relationships even with your bankers. Strengthen relationships with everyone, right? You people are not in the textile business. You people are in the people business. People first, product later. जितने भी जवाब आए थे, सारे जवाब ठीक है, आपने इसलिए डाले because आपको पता नहीं था, गलत नहीं थे. But now that you know, put people first and put your business, put your product second. It's called the 80-20 rule of relationships. And if someone is writing this down, this is a good thing for you to write down. It is 80% about people Selling is 80% about people and only 20% about product or service. So you guys are not in the t-shirt business. You are not in the hanger business. You're not in the button business. You're not in the yarn business. You're not in the jacket business. You're not in the PP business. You're all in the people business. You have to understand the relationships and you have to understand people. So focus on relationships first. Product and service will come second. Right? We worked on your mindset first. All of you said, yes, boss, we are ready to conquer the fear. Right? We're working on more things that we need to do. So that is that. Selling in the post-COVID world. Remember I said sleazy, मतलब वो sales के बंदे जो मतलब आते हैं और मतलब आपका मतलब काट के चले जाते हैं गधा, right? Sales in the post-COVID world has to be about giving and not receiving. You will now have to be in the industry to serve before you sell. Give before you get. These are the things that you have to not only do yourselves. ठीक है, आप इस webinar पे हो, आपको तो समझ आ रहा है, but आपके teams में भी जितने लोग हैं, आपको उनको भी जाके सिखाना है, उनको भी जाके बताना है कि बॉस गेम बदल चुकी है. अगर हम गेम वैसे ही खेलें, if we play the game like we used to play the game in the past, we're jacked, we're dead. Then we're going to have all those issues about no clients, no payments, no customers, excess capacity, all of those things. So the game has changed. Selling in the post-COVID world is about giving and not receiving. Right? It's about not getting, this is the time to give. And what do I mean by time to give? So know this, that service is senior to selling. Selling will happen, but be in the mindset of serving first. Even see selling as the act of giving. Say, boss, agar main kuch bech bhi raha hu na, to main value de raha hu. Pay attention to what you give and not what you get. Your thought process has to be about aiding and assisting. How can I help my customer? How can I help my clients? How can I help a future prospect? You have to give them the most attention. 100% attention has to be given to them. You have to give them energy. If I'm on this webinar today and I'm freaking shouting and jumping up and down my seat because I want to give you the most energy. नहीं तो लोग webinar पे ऐसे भी आते हैं, हाँ जी भाई साहब, आपको अब ऐसा करना है and वैसा करना है. Dude, that is not energy. That is not me giving. That is me telling Sonal, hey Sonal, you know, I'll come and I'll do you a favor. We're doing no one any favors today. You are doing favors by giving the most of yourself to the person across the table. Give them attitude, like the best possible attitude. हम करते हैं road to the sale, मतलब 12 step का एक process होता है, which starts from step 1 to step 12. Step number 1 is attitude. Because अगर आपका attitude बुरा है ना, boss मतलब गौरव भगत तो क्या, ग्रांड कार्डोन तो क्या, भगवान की आप मदद नहीं कर सकता. Because if your attitude is screwed, if your attitude is negative, if your attitude is one that you are not 100% committed, nothing will happen for you. There is no magic bullet. There is no boss मतलब आज तो ऐसी चीज सीखी webinar पे कि जाके मतलब लगा दी अब तो हमने कि सबकी. It's not going to happen. Give them options. Your client asks you for one option. You don't give them one option. You give them 3 options. Somebody comes to your house. Let me give you an example of how much you need to super up or, you know, make this experience so great for your buyers, for your customers, for your prospects. Suppose आपके घर में कोई आता है. Someone comes to your home and they says, can I have something to drink? So what do you do? Most likely, what do you do? Let's see some answers. I see lots of stuff come in the chat box. Let's see. When someone comes to your home, what do they come and tell you? What do you, then they say, hey, can I have something to drink? You know, what do you give them? Tea, coffee, whatever, water, tea, coffee, cold or hot. Yeah. Tea, coffee, soft drink, thanda ya garam. Get it. You know, similarly, when clients and customers come to you and they ask you for water, right? And this I'm saying from your product or service, what you need to do is, hey, they said, can I have something to drink? You don't give them water. In fact, you take out the champagne. You take out the best of what you have to give. And you don't only take out the champagne, you take out 2 crystal flutes to serve that champagne in. You take out a silver tray and you put it in there. तो अगर कोई आपसे बॉस सिर्फ एक ऑप्शन मांग रहा है, अभी वो टाइम आ गया है कि आपको एक ऑप्शन नहीं, आपने उनको 3 ऑप्शन देने हैं, आपने उनको ऐसे ऑप्शन देने हैं जो बंदा भी मतलब सोचे कि बॉस मतलब ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So you have to give. I mean, right now it's all about giving, right? The most successful people that I know are the most service oriented people. They have believed that yes, we need to give, and we need to give, all of us. Serve, don't sell, right? I would say don't go and sell a product that you're not sold on yourself, else you're a mercenary. ये जो statement है ना, ये बहुत important statement है. If you yourself are not convinced, if you think that this garment is not perfect, if you think that this yarn is not perfect, if you think that this plastic the batch that came in this, the batch that came to make this plastic button or hanger is not perfect. Don't sell that ahead. Be 100% convinced about your product and what you're giving ahead, because then you're not a mercenary. Mercenary kya hota hai? Let's say there's a war happening in Africa, right? Congo is fighting with Mali. Now, Congo doesn't have an army, but he has a little bit of money from oil. So he says, hey, I need soldiers to come and fight for me. So he gives out money to soldiers, and these soldiers come and fight for him. These are the mercenaries. And when the fighting starts and things start going badly, what do these soldiers do? When they see that, boss, ab to jaan pe baat aa gayi hai, what do these people do? They drop their guns and they run. They're like, boss, paisa gaya bhaad mein, matlab jaan bachao, save our lives. Now take an example of, for argument's sake, take an example of India versus Pakistan. Okay, an Indian soldier is fighting with, the guys across the border. They're coming and they're fighting. When India is fighting Pakistan, what do you think that Indian soldier will do to save his country? Type it out in the chat box. If the soldier in Mali actually ran, what do you think the Indian soldier would do? He would defend, fight till he wins, kill the other person. But if things get really bad, agar uske jaan pe baat aa gayi hai, exactly Rohit, fighting till the end. Ladega. But agar aisi baat aa gayi hai ki, jaan pe bhi baat aa gayi, so he would actually give up his life. He would say, I need to save my country. So focus on giving first. Focus on giving the best of you. Focus on serving first, not selling. Focus on the relationship. Irrespective, agar abhi bhi aapke client ne aapko paisa nahi diya hai na, or nahi de raha hai, from the perspective of that, let me tell you another story that happened with me many years ago. Right? It's a concept about treating everyone like a millionaire. Maybe he's held your payment right now. Don't go and say something bad that you would regret and that he would regret in time to come. Many years ago, I'm talking about when I started the company, 1999, 2000, I had done a transaction. We were making mouse pads for one particular company. We supplied it. Nahi the uske paas paise, but niyat theek thi. Niyat achhi thi. Matlab pata tha ki ye banda matlab de dega, but abhi nahi hai. And we didn't go crazy. We didn't say, "Sale mouse pad ke paise nikal, nahi to tujhe to dekh lenge," and all that. I know some of you can't even do that because some of you have overseas clients and agencies, and there is just it's so much more complicated. But I'm giving you an example of how you should even speak even to a person who is saying that I am not going to pay you anything right now. You still treat them like a millionaire. And I did. And this particular person, we were nice and we said, we understand, we empathize, we know where you're coming from. Relationships matter more than money. Aa jayenge, but please keep working with us. Eventually the money came. This guy who could not even pay for 5,000 mousepad ka order in time became one of our biggest clients. And he's also today one of my dearest friends. Some of you may even know who I'm going to talk about. His name is Deep Kalra and he owns a company called Make My Trip. अगर उस टाइम मैं दीप कालरा को बोलता साले तेरे पास पैसे नहीं है तू क्या बात कर रहा है and and everything would have gone down, but I said, okay, I understand, I'm with you, I'm in the same boat. Okay, 1999 2000 .com crisis that happened, साले हमारी turnover 1 crore रुपए की भी नहीं थी. But the thing is, I treated him right. I focused on my relationships, and Deep is now not only one of our largest customers, but he's also a really close friend. When I'm writing my book, the first person I went to for a story was Deep Kalra, and he gave it to me. People will not do that. So focus right now on giving, focus on the relationships. Okay, that's very, very important. Sonia, let's take another question from your previous archive as well.
Anuj, before we go forward, I think just wanted to take a quick feedback. सब लोगों से पूछना था कि जो हम कर रहे हैं, जो उनको जैसा हमारा सेशन चल रहा है, are they liking it? Are they finding it useful for their business? एक मैंने पोल रन किया है, can people just respond to it कि are we going the right direction? Maybe you can put it as yes or no, जो भी आपको लगे, so that we can build it up accordingly. Yeah, I think just another quick share. Yeah, so I think the energy is very strong. Gaurav is building up, and people are kind of all getting flattered to understand what is coming up next. So Gaurav, over to you. And before I think we go forward, I think you have given us some great insights. आपने जो बताया सब, it's really, really amazing and great insight to know कि इस घबराए हुए time पे जहाँ पे लोगों को पता नहीं चल पा रहा है कि क्या करना चाहिए, what should be the next step forward. Yeah. There is some amount of energy and some positivity coming from, at least from you. I mean, it's clearly amazing. एक और question मैं आपसे पूछूंगा. So while people have, I'm seeing certain questions coming in very similar to this. If sales prospecting is critical, how do we go about in this environment and how should we handle the customers? Customers को कैसे handle किया जाए इस environment के अंदर? आपने बोला कि you should go out from the customer, build a relationship. How do we handle the customers right now? क्या बोला जाए? Because money is a main thing. So what should we do about the money?
Right. So thank you, Sonal. And again, thank you for this question. And I know a lot of people have this question in their mind. I'll also say this, that all the questions that are there in the Q&A, we will answer each and every question that pops up in the Q&A. So apart from what I'm delivering in the webinar, we will handle each and every question before this is out. So stay. I know, and I'm so thankful that we haven't lost anyone. We only added people, right? We still have more than like 120 people who are here on this webinar. So awesome. And thank you so much. Thank you. And we're just going to keep stepping it up more and more, because I'm going to give you more and more of what I have to share. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that question. Prospecting is very important. The fortune truly lies in the prospecting. The fortune truly lies in the follow-up. And let me come to that. One of the best ways, the easiest ways, मतलब forget all those, मतलब जो बंदे बोलते हैं कि बॉस LinkedIn पे ये campaign चलाओ, अपना Facebook पे ये campaign चलाओ, अपना वहाँ ये करो, वो करो, मतलब I'm saying screw all of that for now. Right now, what I'm going to say is activate the power base. और आप में से कुछ लोग सोचे होंगे बॉस मतलब पावर बेस क्या है, मतलब कभी सुना है, ना सुना, नहीं सुना है. So I mean, I'm great. I'm saying, hey, LinkedIn is great, networking is great, Facebook is great. I mean, platforms like Sowtex. I mean, wow, I wish something like this, had been there for us as someone who was sourcing like 5 years ago. But the power base is something that everyone can really do, and this is what I'm going to talk about, right? Get everyone that knows that to help you, right? The power base is something that everyone has. हर बंदे के पास power base है, right? And the easiest sale that you will make in life are to those people that already know you, trust you, and want to help you. How many of you agree? Type in a Y. The easiest sale you will ever make in life is to those people who know you, trust you, and help you. Let's see what the answers are coming in over there. Yeah. Of course, lots of Ys. Also, I love it when we have lots of guys who put in, lots of Ys. Super, right? Now, the amazing part is everyone has a fan club. Everyone. And you don't have to be Shah Rukh Khan. मतलब आप सब लोगों के fans हैं. All of you have fans. All of you have people who look up to you, respect you. It could be your family members, your friends, people that, who work with you, your managers, your colleagues, your bosses, your investors. All of you have a power base. All of you have a fan club. So you need to identify these people and don't ignore them. And I'm going to tell you how that actually has to happen. And you have to work it, use it, and mine it. It's one of the easiest ways to do prospecting apart from all the other strategies that we have. It's the power base, okay? So the power base that you have, it includes these people. So it includes, but it's not limited to, okay? This could be much, much, much more. So of course, your family members, your friends, your relatives, associates at past jobs, if you worked at previous companies, even all those people, past employees, current clients, past clients, all of these people are in your power base. If you're a part of a club, if your children go to a particular school, if you went to a particular school, if you went to a particular college, if you went to neighbors, networking groups, जैसे BNI हो गया, Sowtex family हो गया, all of these are networking groups. Community groups, जैसे आपका Rotary हो गया, all of these basically are groups from where you build your power base. Now, how many of you have actually gone ahead and made lists of all the people that fall into these categories? Because this is a great time to do it. अभी जो आगे के आपके 7, 8, 9, 10 दिन आ रहे हैं, it's a great time to make a list of your family members, your friends, your relatives, your associates at past jobs, your past employees. Make all these categories. You can take a screenshot with your mobile phone or on your computer. Take a screenshot of this particular slide. These are all the various headings that you have to do. When I have to launch a new program, when I have to get into a new market, all I do is I let my power base know. And I've got a list of everyone, and they're in things like, WhatsApp groups, broadcast groups, Facebook groups, all of these people are in this group. So I'm going to tell you a lot more on prospecting, but this is the fundamental basic of prospecting. And kabhi kabhar, and the thing is, we're not trying to sell these people. We're just trying to tell them what we are doing. If someone is making, like Harsh bhai ne jaise dala, PP suit boss, matlab बाकी लोग 500 रुपए में बेच रहे हैं. I think वो अपना जो आया था maybe 250 रुपए था, वो 25 रुपए में आया था. पहले मैंने 25 रुपए का PP suit, भाई awesome. But I'm saying that suppose he was doing it, he needs to let the world know that this is what I do. He put it out on this group. He said, "Can you send your numbers?" I took a screenshot of his number. I'm like, "Bhai, matlab ye to sourcing ke bande ko matlab bhejna hai, right?" He told people, everyone who's on this network right now is your and my power base, right? I'm not trying to sell them, but I'm trying to put it out there. The best companies, okay, the best companies will always keep advertising, will always keep, talking about what they do, new initiatives. They're not trying to sell me, but they're putting out. Because what may happen, maybe Gaurav Bhagat is not a buyer for that hanger, but maybe Gaurav Bhagat knows Parmat Kapoor. Maybe Gaurav Bhagat knows Jane, who's in New York. Maybe Gaurav Bhagat knows Salma, who's sitting in Spain. And I say, hey, you know what? I think I know someone who can help you. I'm not a buyer, but maybe I can help you. So the thing is, one very important aspect is the power base. Okay. Now, the thing is, when you contact your power base or when you reach out to the power base, don't think that you are trying to sell them. I hear this a lot, especially in India. When I train in India, I hear this a lot. कि लोग बोलते हैं कि boss, family के साथ तो मैं धंधा नहीं कर सकता यार. नहीं यार, मतलब complication हो जाएगी. Friends के साथ तो मैंने आज तक ₹1 का भी धंधा नहीं किया. In the West, it's very different, right? In China, it's very different. In Europe, it's very different. People will do business with everyone, friends, family. They will spread the word. It is another difference in the pre-COVID world and the pro-COVID world. You have to reach out and get everyone to help you, even people who are your friends, your family, everyone, right? But the first thing that you need to do is you need to build the list. So if you took that screenshot, agar aapne wo screenshot li, so start, open Excel or, go to Google, the Google Sheets, start creating Excel files for everyone, right? Take out your phone and say, okay, these are the people, export your contacts and start making a power base of all these people. Start then creating, WhatsApp broadcast loops, email groups, all of these things. And whenever you're doing something new, any product that you're launching, any innovation that you're doing, any help that you're needing, send it out to these people and see what happens. I did a webinar last week, only using my power base. We sold out each and every seat. There is no seat available for the whole webinar. I only reached out to my power base. I did no Facebook ad, no LinkedIn ad. And सब लोग बोलते हैं कि भाई मतलब ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. It happened. I was talking to friends in the digital space, experts in the digital space. They're like, how many people were there? I'm like, X number of people were there. 65% bought the program. He's like, dude, you are bullshitting me. I said, I will send you the statistics of the website. That is the power of your power base. So that's where you start prospecting. Right? All you're trying to do is when you're even reaching out to these people, just tell them what you are doing. You are not trying to sell them. You're just trying to reignite the contact with them. आपका कोई स्कूल का यार है, आपने साला 20 साल फोन नहीं किया उनको. अब फोन कर रहे हो, मतलब, हाँ जी, मैं हैंगर बनाता हूँ. इनसे भाई मतलब तो मैं क्या कर लूँ है? So let me tell you what you should be doing with these guys, right? Know this, that irrespective of what you do, some of you may have this number, which is even more. Some people may have people who know at least 100 people who can buy buttons, hangers, yarn, apparel, whatnot. So connect with them on social media, find them